He is not just a man. He's not just a Superman. He is the prophet of the Lord!
Hello everyone, yeah, it's me again, Ironic, and today I'm gonna discuss about probably one of the most popular debate in the FBA community. That is Oliver versus Engel. Here I'm gonna analyze their strength, speed, durability, intelligence, axe, and most other factors who would respond to the question who wins in a fight between these two. Before we actually start analyzing their feats, we have two premises. First, both Engel and Oliver are considered the strongest students in FPA, meaning that they should upscale from every other student in FPA. So, for example, they would upscale from Abby who has superhuman speed, but I'm gonna go into details later. Second is that both Engel and Oliver will remain in character, but the objective of both is to defeat the other. So, after I analyze every single one of their abilities, I will give the verdict depending on three types of battle. 1, death battle. 2, knockout battle. And 3, team battle. I will go in details more on that later. So, yeah, let's get started with the analysis. Before I analyze their individual feats, I'll analyze where they upscale from other characters. Now, let's start off with Abby, as I said previously. He was calculated to have superhuman travel speed, which would grant both Engel and Oliver superhuman speed. Superhuman speed becomes consistent with also Claire's feats, making Oliver and Engel even more consistently superhuman speed in combat reaction. But this is the only upskill they get from Claire, because not only the library feat is a street level feat at worst, but Claire's ability has also been calculated to maybe 390 kilojoules, which is pretty insane. It's a recent calculation which most of you likely haven't seen, but if you want to see the full calculation you can come on Discord, and maybe I'll publish it on YouTube, but not sure. Either way, Oliver and Engel would be wall level with superhuman speed, and I'm pretty sure this is all the upskill they get from other characters. So I'm gonna get to their individual feats. Starting off with Oliver. So for Oliver, he has very few little feats, but he has one impressive feat, which is ripping his own heart out. Now, some people want to try and downplay this feat, saying, oh well, we don't know how he did it, but considering it's really likely did it himself with his hand, and also the fact that characters in FP are likely able to do that, especially characters like Oliver Engel, or even stronger ones. Either way, Oliver likely ripped out himself, and Occam Razor would likely prove that. Now, in normal circumstances, this feat would only be street level, but considering Oliver has already a high level durability at around 390 kilojoules as I explained earlier, this means that this feat would get far higher. Probably in the 700 kilojoules in terms of range, so wall level. And yeah, this is basically everything for Oliver. We don't have really anything else to work with. Well, now let's get over with Engel's tuning. So, Engel's main feat is blocking Circle's compass, but to understand how strong this feat would make Engel is first we have to calculate how strong Miss Circle was bringing her compass. Now, we know that Claire's ability is 390 kilojoules, which means Circle would have at least that same attack potency, but considering how the video was treating the attack, that attack would have likely one-shot Claire. Now, if we use the one-shot formula, which is 7.5 stronger than someone, this would make Circle's compass attack almost 3 megajoules. Engel was able to both block it and tank it, meaning that his durability is around the 3 megajoules. As for striking strength and overall strength, I would say that this attack would make Engel around 700 kilojoules, maybe a little less or more, but yeah. And in terms of lifting, at least class 5, but realistically class 10. So, after this analysis, who will win with this fight? Oh, their striking strength is similar, but Engel overall has likely better durability. In terms of speed, I will also give it to Engel since he has shown decent speed feats unlike Oliver, so I would say that he's more consistently faster. Now, here's the thing that would make this fight really close. Oliver's immortality. He was able to survive without his ult for a decently long time, considering that he had to read it out, and then give it to Alice, which likely means he's, as immortality type 2. Now, just because Oliver is immortal doesn't mean he wins this fight, since it doesn't seem he has regeneration, and even if it does, it's likely not that fast. So this will only give Oliver an advantage in stamina and endurance. In terms of skill and battle IQ, they're also pretty similar, since Oliver is older and likely has more experience, but Engel has shown good quick thinking and combat skills via blocking missile cross compass, which shows he has at least the decent combat skill of blocking an attack, which is something not most people could actually do. So this shows decent combat skills, but since Oliver is older and likely has more experience, I would say that in battle IQ and skill they're pretty similar. Basically, Engel has the better lifting strength and durability, while Oliver has the better stamina and axe. So we will win this fight. Overall, I give it to Engel like diff. Now, I know, Oliver also has decent ways to actually counter Engel and win. I'm not saying Engel wins every time. If we put like 100 round between the two, I would say that Oliver wins 40 out of them in a death battle. But if it's a knockout battle, if Engel is stomping his ass pretty badly. Yeah, because Engel having more lifting strength means that he can knock Oliver around much more, which would likely be a mid fight. Now, in a team deathmatch, I would probably give it to Oliver, since Zip and Edward are much better allies than, Claire, Abby, Babur and Anna, who are mostly fitless beside Claire, but she's likely weaker than Oliver and only comparable to Edward and Zip. So basically, Engel has the less advantage, since 3 of his allies are useless, and Oliver has the better tech and stuff. So overall, I would say that Oliver takes the deathmatch, in team. This is the video. In a 1v1, Engel likely wins in both a death and a knockout battle, but Oliver would win if it's a team battle. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and see you next time.